Okay, with the law of sines, excuse me. So, if we have a triangle like this, I'm going to make it red just so we can see it a little bit better. Law of sines works whether it's a right triangle or not. SOHCAHTOA only works if it's a right triangle. So even if we don't have a right triangle, we can use the law of sines. And I just labeled this incorrectly, of course. So if we look at our triangle where the letter C, big C angle, is opposite little c side, and big B angle is opposite little b side, and big A angle is opposite little a side, then we can use this equation here. It's called the law of sines. So in other words, each angle is proportional, the sine of the angle is proportional to the side opposite that angle, and the proportion stays the same between all three sides. So this example here where we're trying to find BC, we're going to look at angle C. So the sine of angle C over this side, which is BC, that would equal, or AB, sorry, that would equal sine of B over that little one, and then this would equal sine of A over little a. And because we have a particular side that we're trying to find BC, which is this one right here. So we're definitely going to use angle A. And the side that we know already, that we don't have to solve for, is this 20 right here. So we're definitely going to use B as well. This problem is slightly trickier than some of the ones we'll do in class because we don't know what angle B is. But we have to use it because we're given 20. That's the only side length that we're given. We can calculate it, though, because we know that the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we can figure out what it is. I think it's 86, but let me just double check. 180 minus 30 minus 64 is 86. So we're going to use the sine of 86 over that side length is 20. And sine of 64 over the side length, which we don't know, we're just going to call it BC. The easiest way to do this from here is to cross multiply. So we end with BC times sine of 86 equals 20 times the sine of 64. We're trying to get BC by itself, so we have to divide by the sine of 86. So in the calculator, you can just type in 20 times the sine of 64, sorry. Make sure that you put parentheses around your angles. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. 20 times the sine of 64 divided by the sine of 86. That equals 18. 18.0. So that's our answer. Let's try one more example of this. And and 19. This one says find AB. So what we're trying to find is this side right here. So we're going to use that and the angle opposite it. So sine of big C over AB, or I usually just call it little c, but we know it's AB. And we're also going to use, we know this side. We have to use the sides that we know. And we know this angle. So we don't, on this one, we don't have to solve for the third angle. So the sine of B over little b. Now we plug in our values. So we know that this big C, angle C is 70 degrees. And the side opposite C, little c, is AB. That's what we're looking for. At any point in this video, you can pause and try it on your own and see if you can figure it out. Sine of B is going to be sine of 82, and then little b is opposite B, big B. Now we're going to cross multiply. So we get 19 times the sine of 70 equals AB times the sine of 82. We're trying to get AB by itself, so we divide by sine of 82 on both sides. And if we put it in the calculator, we would do it like this. We would do 19 sine in parentheses 70 divided by sine in parentheses 82. And we get 19 times sine of 82. We get 18.0 again. Go figure. Just so you know, the answer is not always going to be 18. So that's how we use the law of sines to solve triangles.